طيبة التعليمية، مدرسة كل أسرة.
سلام ومحبة وتنمية واستقرار وسماح.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. مواصلة لحصص التركيز في مادة اللغة الإنجليزية، سنواصل اليوم ما بدأناه لنغطي مقرر اللغة الإنجليزية لتلاميذ مرحلة الأساس الممتحنين هذا العام. اليوم we are going to start we have a new lesson. Our lesson will be about the passive voice. Okay. First of all, we know that he is reading the story. This is a sentence. Has subject, the one who does the action, and a verb and object. Each passive voice, you find the sentence we are going to leave something which is called the subject. Here subject, he is reading the story. Usman is the one who does the action. So we called him subject. We say S by subject means we do S means subject. Here is reading, this is present continuous, this is verb. The story is the object. We have subject, verb, and object. This is an active sentence. In the passive sentence, we are going to take off the subject and we replace it by the object. Each verb in English language has the rule about how to change it from the sentence from active sentence which has a subject to a sentence with to the passive which has object. Okay, we start here. Look here, we start with the present continuous tense. The rule for present continuous tense: object plus is or are plus being plus past participle. Take this as an example. He is reading the story. What is the object here? The object is the story. Okay, it's the story. We start our lesson, our sentence with the story. After this is the object. The story is the object. After this is it plural or singular? The story is singular, but the stories are plural. Here the story, because after the object there is. We say is, and after is there is being, and after being there is a past participle. The past participle of read is read. Or the same letters, but the different pronunciation. The story is being read. You see, this is, we change the past. We start with the object. After the object we put is, because this is singular noun, and after is there is being, and after being there is a past participle. Usman is playing football. Here Usman is a subject. We are going to leave it out when we want to change this sentence to the passive. Chess is the object. We start with, we say chess. We know chess. Playing chess. Chess is the object. After chess, this is a singular. Is. After is, there is being. And after being, there is a past participle of play. Played. I'm going to add IED. All the sentences, all the verbs, for example, for the present simple, this is the rule for it. Object plus is or are plus being plus past participle. Look here. The girl is eating fruits. Here the object is fruit. We are going to omit the girl because we are going to start with the object. Object is fruit. After fruit there is or are. Fruit is plural. So instead of it we say are. After are we say being. After being we use the past participle of eating is eaten. This is for the past, for the present continuous. For the present continuous, the rule object plus is or are plus being plus past participle. Look here. You see, this is for the present continuous. Present continuous. You should keep the rule by heart, because when you keep the rule, you are going to write it correctly. For the past continuous, what are we going to do? Only to change is to was and are to were. For example, the rule is object plus was or were plus being plus past participle. Example, the girl was eating fruits. We change here, we change is to was. So we started with fruit because this is an object. We start always in the passive voice with the object. Fruits, because this is plural, we said we are not going to say was, we say were. Were being eaten. For the present simple, also the rule is object plus is or are plus past participle. For example, pupils go to school daily. Go here is infinitive. Why? Because it comes after a plural. In the present simple, when a verb comes after a plural noun, we are going to leave it or to make it infinitive. So the pupils go to school daily. Here, the object is school. So we started with school. Here, this is the object. Is, we add is. Because this is singular. Because singular. School is singular. We say is. The past participle of go is gone. So we say school is gone to daily. For the past simple, you see, the rule is object plus was or were plus past participle. For example, Usman visited Madani. Usman visited Madani. The object is Madani. So we started with the object Madani. Madani because it's a singular when we say was, and the past participle of visited is visited itself. For the present perfect, object plus have or has plus been plus past participle. For example, Muna has washed the shirt. You say has washed the shirt. We started with the shirt. The shirt is the plural. It is the object. The shirt has been washed. Because the rule of it, object plus have or has plus been plus past participle. It says the shirt has been washed. The men have eaten oranges. We say oranges because this is plural. Instead of has, we say have. So after have, we use been. And after been, we use the past participle. For the future simple, the rule is object plus shall or will plus be plus past participle. For example, I shall open the door. The door is the object. So we start the door. But the door shall be open. The door will be open, not shall. The door will be open. Okay? Umar will play football. Umar will play football. Football is the object. So we started with object will be played. The first thing that you should do is to know what is the rule for each verb? We say for the present continuous, we say thank you. Let me to explain this again. For the present continuous, the rule is for present continuous. The rule of it is object plus is or are plus being plus past participle. For the past continuous, the same thing, only I am going to change is to was and are to were. Object plus was or were plus being plus past participle. For present simple, object plus is or are plus past participle. For past simple, only I am going to change is to was and are to were. For example, object plus was or were. For the present perfect, object plus have or has plus been plus past participle. For the future simple, object plus shall or will plus be plus past participle. The important thing that you should do is to keep these rules. When you keep these rules, you are going to know how to deal with the passive voice. In the passive voice, always the thing that you should notice, it means that there is no subject. The subjects in English are all the pronouns I, you, we, they, he, she, it, or the nouns, plurals, singular noun, singular, or plural nouns. When you find these, always these come before the verb. Every subject comes before the verb. You see, every subject, you see here, the girl. This is subject, comes before is eating. Here, pupils comes before go, the verb. Usman comes before the verb visit. The men come before eat. And okay, I comes before open. Umar comes before play. means that if you find if any one of these, it means that the sentence is not in passive. The sentence is active. So when you do not find any one of these, it means that this is a passive. Look, what sort of passive is it? Is it a passive in the present continuous, or in the past continuous, or in the present simple, or in the past simple, or in the present perfect, or in the future? You should look for it. For example, you find sometimes we mention the subject. When we want to mention the subject, we put by. After the passive, we put by. To give you example. For example, when I say Usman is eating kisra. You see? Here, kisra is an object in the present continuous, sorry. So, kisra is an object. I'm going to start with, and I will leave out, I take out Usman, because this is the one who does the action. We call him subject. We start with object. We say, kisra is, because this is a present continuous, after is there is being, being eaten. This is, kisra is being eaten. We left out Usman, we omit Usman, or he is eating kisra. We say, kisra is being eaten. We do not put any of this, because this is the subject. There is no subject in the passive voice. In the passive voice, there is no subject. We say kisra is being eaten. If I want to mention what did the action or what does the action, I am going to say by Usman. If I want to mention who does the action or who did the action, I am going to write by Usman, by Ali. For example, in present perfect, the boys have written the exercise. The boys have written the exercise. You see, this is the exercise is the object. The boys is the subject. So I'm going to take off the subject. I say the exercise. The exercise. I will start with the exercise. The exercise have, because this is have, but what is this singular? Not have, but has been written. The exercise has been written. You say, I take off the subject which does the action. If I want to mention the one who does the action, if I want to mention who does the action, who did the action, I am going to say by the boys. By the boys. Is it clear? I think it is easy. The passive is easy, but the very important for you to keep the rules, to keep these rules. For example, for the present continuous, the rule is object plus is or are plus being plus past participle. For past continuous, the rule object plus was or were plus being plus past participle. For the present simple, object plus is or are plus past participle. For the past simple, object plus was or were plus past participle. For the present perfect, object plus have or has plus been plus past participle. For the future, object plus shall or will plus be plus past participle. You see, if you keep this by heart, you are going to know. In the examination, you are going to face a sentence or 2 or 3 sentences, or while you are you should know what is a passive voice in this question. If you find there is no subject, I told you what are the subjects. If the sentence hasn't I or you or we or they or he or she or it, or the names, singular nouns like Muhammad, Ali, Usman, the cat, the donkey, this singular noun, or the plural, the boys, the girls, the teachers, the cows, and something like that. For example, also singular nouns, or the plurals. If the sentence hasn't one of these, it means that this is a passive voice. For example, cotton is grown in Jazeera. Cotton is grown in the Jazeera. You see, cotton is grown in the Jazeera. This is cotton is a subject, an object. This is. This is past participle. Means that this sentence is in present simple. A passive in present simple. How you know that? Because there is, and after is there is a past participle. There is object and is and past participle. We say that in the present simple, the rule of it, object plus is or are plus past participle. Because cotton is uncountable noun, after is there is. So after is there is a past participle of grow. The real question, the farmers grew cotton in Jazeera. This is the subject. The farmers grew cotton in Jazeera. You see, this is subject. But when we change it to passive, we take off the farmers. We say cotton is grown in the Jazeera. Cotton is grown in the Jazeera. This is present simple. Why? Because after the farmers, the verb is infinitive. In the present simple, after the plurals, the verb will be infinitive. Farmers is the plural. After them, the verb is infinitive. So we say cotton is grown in the Jazeera. For example, when we say Muna went to Kosti yesterday. Muna went to Kosti yesterday. Muna is the subject. When is the past simple? Kosti is an object. You see? Here there is subject, verb, and object. This is an active sentence. To change it to the passive, I am going to take off Muna and replace it with the object. The object is Kosti. The object is Kosti. I start with Kosti. And this is when is the past simple. In the past simple, we know the rule for it in the passive, object plus was or were plus past participle. Because Kosti is singular, we are going to say was. And instead of went, we use the past participle of go. The past participle of go is gone. We say Kosti was gone, and there is two, you add two to it. And write yesterday, the time in which yesterday. Clear? This is Kosti was gone to yesterday. We take off the one who does the action, Muna. Muna, we left Muna out. So Kosti was gone, and we started with the object, Kosti. Okay? In future, for example, I shall stop teaching. I shall stop teaching after a short time. Teaching here, this is shall stop teaching. We say teaching will be stopped after time. Okay? Look here with me. I want you to change this to the passive. The boys are drinking tea. The object here is tea. Sorry. The object is tea. I'm going to say this is present simple. We say tea because this is singular is drunk. Tea is drunk. I am teaching you English now. This is a sentence in present continuous. I am going to change. This is the object. I am start with English. English. This is because present continuous, and this is singular. In present continuous, English is being taught now. He is speaking English. This is also present continuous. English is being spoken. English is being spoken. Here, Muna goes to school every day. The school is the object. We say the school, this is present simple, is gone to every day. Cows give us milk. Also this is the present simple. We say milk is given. Milk is given, the past participle of give. He has written the letters. This is present perfect. We say the letter, this is the object. The letter has been written. The boy have taken the pencils. Here the object is pencil. We say the pencils, because this is plural, have been taken. I shall visit Kosti. Kosti is the object. We say Kosti, this is future, will be visited. We add ed. Al-Fatih will ask me. I say I shall be asked. Me, I change it to I. I think it is clear for you, and this lesson is very interesting and very enjoyable. I hope that you grasp what we said, you understand what we said. The thing that I want you to advise you is that try to keep all the rules of the passive voice. We said the rules for the present continuous. The rule is object plus is or are plus being plus past participle. The past for past continuous, object plus is or are plus being plus past participle. For the present simple, object plus is or are plus past participle without being. For the past continuous, past simple, object plus was or were plus past participle. For the present perfect, object plus had or have plus been plus past participle. For the future, object plus shall or will plus be plus past participle. Take care to keep this by heart, to know what is the rule of each, and in the examination you are going to meet the passive voice. First, look carefully, is this sentence has a subject or not? If it has no subject, it means that if it has no subject, because it will be the passive voice. Thank you very much for listening to me, and I hope that you have understood what I said. شكرا جزيلا.
الحصة صبر والقصة نجاح، وطموحنا نشيل لأحلى صباح، نبني وطن متعافي وصافي، وخالي فتن مسكون أفراح، وسلام ومحبة وتنمية واستقرار وسماح.
طيبة التعليمية، مدرسة كل أسرة.